This week, a former Disney cast member retells his Main Street USA memories.
And we'll also show you some awesome costumes and more from MegaCon.
Plus, the latest theme park news and more coming at you
right now.
This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligations, visit meitravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Jessie.
As you can see, Elisa isn't here. She's actually out of town. She has her grandmother is not doing too well, so she's there visiting with family, and we wish them the best. Speedy recovery for sure. But Jessie is here with us, filling in for Elisa. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Did you have a good week?
I did. I had a weekend of firsts.
Okay, let's hear them.
First MegaCon.
We'll see that later in the show.
We'll see that later. First time meeting Anna and Elsa.
Ooh.
I know. And then the first time riding the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Okay, I got to hear.
First.
How'd you like the mine train?
I thought it was going to be a bigger roller coaster than it was.
Yeah?
I did, but
I can understand that.
The effects were amazing. And we rode it at night, which I hear makes it much better.
It does make it much better. Did you really feel the rocking?
I did. We were in the back. We were in the very, very last car. So
isn't when you're in the bag, isn't it when you come out of the station, you just shoot down that first drop? It kind of takes you by surprise, doesn't it?
Completely, though I'm not sure why there was a flash of light.
Oh, okay. And at 2 points, a bright light turned on?
Yeah.
Okay, from what that is they do video. If you ride the mine train with a magic band, a on-ride video will show up in your PhotoPass account automatically with you riding it. So those lights turn on at 2 points so that the high-speed camera can catch you coming around the corner at night.
That's my next first then. First time I've ever had a magic band video.
There we go.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And Anna and Elsa, you love them?
I did. It was like the first time in forever.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to News in the Queue after that. First up this week, several Disneyland attractions are getting ready to receive some upgrades in time for their Diamond Celebration.
At the Haunted Mansion, the Hatbox Ghost will be materializing once again inside the attraction after over 40 years. The ghost was only around for a short time after the mansion first opened in 1969, but was taken out due to an effect not working properly.
The Grim Grinning Ghost will be back to socialize starting in May.
Inside the Matterhorn, guests will see the addition of new effects, including the glimpses of the abominable snowman in ways they've never seen him.
And finally, over at Peter Pan's Flight, it's also receiving some new effects, including a reimagined nursery scene and more. I'm excited for these, especially the Hatbox Ghost. That's big news. They had a version of his animatronic on display, excuse me, at the D23 Expo in 2013. Some people speculated that, is that going to mean that he's going to come back? They didn't say it was, but then here you go, surprise.
I was shocked. There was actually a petition that went out
to
have the ghost returned back into the Haunted Mansion.
You wonder if that may have played into the decision or if Disney's been actually working on this for a little while now.
I kind of wonder. It seems like it's a really popular effect. It's in the attic scene with the bride. So I think this is really cool.
Have you been to Disneyland before?
I have.
Oh yeah, we're going back in August for the expo, so I can see all these things. I'm interested in seeing the Matterhorn and the abominable snowman. What are they going to do? Because right now he's just
going to go into like the Yeti kind of thing.
Yeah, he's just kind of static right now with red eyes. So is he going to become an advanced animatronic, where he's like swiping, or what? How's that going to look?
I'm excited. Either way, anytime Disneyland takes that step to bring back the old into the new,
yes, like
really exciting.
The recent update of the Alice in Wonderland ride they just did. It's going to be exciting. Exciting time, 60th anniversary. Nik Wallenda, king of the high wire, may have agreed to what could be his most dangerous and unique walk yet. And it's happening right here in Orlando.
On April 29th, Wallenda will attempt to walk on the top of the giant Orlando Eye observation wheel without a tether or wire while it's rotating.
No. Standing 400 feet tall, the Orlando Eye forms part of the iDrive 360 complex, which also includes the Skeleton Museum, Madame Tussauds, Sea Life Aquarium, and more. The Eye opens officially on May 4th.
What a family line of daredevils, though. This guy, he did the Niagara Falls,
Yeah, he
Grand
also did Grand
Canyon.
Canyon, yeah.
Yeah?
But here he's not on a wire. He's not going to be tethered. He's going to be walking on the structure itself as it's...
I'm not going to be able to watch it. It's too
can't.
nerve-wracking.
Obviously,
I'm getting sweaty palms
have
right
to
now.
go to cover this, so you're just going to see a camera pointing up, and you're going to hear, oh, boom. That's me fainting behind the camera. I mean, but when you think about it, it's very, very dangerous, but I would feel like, I don't know, would this seem a little easier than a wire? Because, I mean, well, at least on a wire, it's so thin, your feet aren't covering the whole thing. But with here, it's probably a nice wide beam that he's walking on. But at the same time, he can't stop. On a wire, he could probably stop and rebalance himself. But on this, he has to keep going. I just don't know.
I think it would depend on how fast it's rotating.
Right.
This might be a walk in the park, you know.
Or a walk on top of
a walk
wheel.
on top of a wheel, exactly.
We'll see what happens. Best of luck to him.
The Visit Orlando organization has revealed that more than 62 million people visited Orlando last year, marking a new all-time record for the U.S. travel industry.
Visitation grew 5% from 2013 as visitors from around the world came to experience all the new things around the city.
A record 32 million room nights were sold, resulting in bed tax collections topping 200 million for the first time in Orange County.
I mean, this is not a surprise to me. I had a feeling that, with the Diagon Alley opening up, New Fantasyland, the Mine Train opening, that there'd be a lot of people coming to Orlando this year.
I think it's really exciting. You always hear on the news sad things and that the economy is going down and that there's this, all these terrible things, but you don't really see that here.
Yeah.
It's growing, it's evolving, new things are being built, exciting things are happening.
And there's still so much coming this year too, so we could even see even more people coming all through in 2015, and we'll be doing the same story next year. Record number for 2015. Who knows?
I'm excited. It's so much is to come, and hopefully that just means more is going to build and evolve, and we'll get all kinds of cool attractions.
Well, I mean, you got the Orlando Eye opening up very soon here, and then you got the Skyplex that's coming with the world's tallest roller coaster, and it's just the skyline of Orlando is just changing, and it's bringing people here, and it's exciting.
I like it.
Hello everyone, welcome to Hidden Mickey of the Week. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, go to Conservation Station, a treasure trove for hidden Mickeys. Well, this is a tiny one. A fly with a really small classic Mickey on its back is on the left panel of the first entrance to the Song of the Rainforest area. Very nice. Spend some time in here and look for other hidden Mickeys too.
So, Jessie, what was your favorite cosplay that you saw while at MegaCon this past weekend?
You mean besides my own?
It was a good one. It was good.
I don't know. I mean, there were so many cool ones there. It was really hard to decide which one was the best.
That's true. I mean, that's not all that happens over at MegaCon.
No, of course not. There's merchandise, panels, and celebrities. Have a look for yourself.
I'm here at Orlando's annual MegaCon event. I'm so excited. This is my first time, and I can't wait to see what's going on. All right, well, I am here with, of course, Princess Ariel and Eric. And is this your first MegaCon?
It is not.
No? How many have you been to?
2, but this is the first time I actually dressed up.
Oh, yes? And what's your favorite part?
This part over here.
This part, all this
that
stuff?
part, that stuff over there.
Nice. Anything to add? No, she doesn't say much, does she?
Yeah.
Not at
It's
all.
nice.
Yeah? understand that you are veteran MegaCon attendees.
Yes.
What does this mean to you?
It's just lots of fun to come because you get to see everybody's different outfits, their cosplays they work really hard on. I know we've been working on ours for months, so it's great to see what everybody's done here.
I enjoy Artist Alley. I love looking at the original artwork because nerddom and artwork go together.
Nerddom. We're gonna geek. All right, and I hear rumor has it that this is our first time. Yeah. What are we looking forward to, guys?
I'm looking forward to see a Deadpool Baymax if it's out there. I would love to see
Deadpool Baymax. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. What am I looking forward to? We got the characters, we got the comic books, we got the action figures, we got robots, we got monsters. I've seen like 3 monsters. I'm geeking out right now.
This is very awesome. If only my little brother could have been here, we probably could have avoided that unfortunate arrest record.
So is this your first MegaCon?
No, it's actually 3rd year going. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does this mean to you?
It means everything. I'd wait for this day, for these 3 days of the year, and it's amazing. It's the only one close to us.
Yeah, we got to make sure we get off work so we can just come here.
What is it about MegaCon that you love so much?
Just all the people here and basically just looking the way they want to look, like no one has to judge them and that kind of thing.
About the same. I like seeing everyone just being able to build up all their different costumes and so forth.
Well, I think it's just a good opportunity to, showcase the sort of things that you like and have fun crafting a costume and just put it out there for everybody to see.
I like shopping.
What is it that, why do you like this so much? Why would you come back?
I like to see all the celebrities. Last year they had like Walking Dead staff, so that's kind of fun to see. And just kind of coming out and just having fun being a kid again for a little while.
And what are you looking for?
Same thing, just to meet the celebrities and just have fun.
It is my new book, The Gilderoy Lockhart Spellbinding Edition, which will be for sale at Diagon Alley. Every page is pure magic. But you think it's busy here today at MegaCon? Goodness, when this is released, the line will be 5 times as long, I guarantee it. So get there early. That's what I'm talking about!
Look what I found! Who are you guys cosplaying as?
The Paperman Pixar short.
Megan George from Paperman and the Blue Umbrella.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how wonderful are they? Is this your first MegaCon?
It's our second.
And what is it that you love about it?
Just seeing everyone dressed up. I love seeing all of the cosplay, all of the costumes. It's awesome.
I agree. I love the work that goes into MegaCon. It's amazing what people can come up with. It's really stunning.
Yeah.
You two look fabulous. This is amazing. Did you get a full shot of this? Because this is pretty amazing. I absolutely love it, guys. What are you looking forward to?
Probably just getting to meet new people and seeing all the different ideas. That's my favorite part.
I agree. It's the same thing. It's just getting inspiration from other people, seeing what they can do. It's amazing.
That is just a small preview of some of the amazing things you can see here at MegaCon. For more information on this annual event, make sure you check out megaconvention.com.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
So for anyone who's gone over to the Magic Kingdom and seen any of the day parades that have been there over the past many, many years, you always see the pre-parade there is a Grand Marshal. And if you're like me, you've wondered, how do I get picked to be the Grand Marshal of the Magic Kingdom Parade? Well, first you want to meet this guy right here. For many years, Dean Gaschler picked families to be part of the day parade to be the Grand Marshal. So Dean, thanks so much for coming and talking to us.
Pleasure being here, Banks.
So tell us a little bit about your history with Disney. How many hats have you worn with the company?
Oh my, I had a little bit of an unusual career at Walt Disney World. I've since retired, but I started with the company in 1991. I started in the Harmony Barbershop. I don't know if you've ever seen the Turn of the Century Barbershop.
I get my haircuts there all the time. That's my go-to place.
Well, I worked there for 7 years, was hired in as a barber. And the gentleman who used to do the Grand Marshals, select the Grand Marshals, was one of my haircut customers. And I teased him repeatedly about the fact that he had the only job in the Magic Kingdom that I would leave the barbershop for. So be real careful what you wish for, because when he retired, myself and 199 other people wanted that job, and I was selected to carry on his tradition. And
that's great. And you have a book here. I led the parade, Main Street Memories, and it's all about the families, thousands of families you've picked, right?
Banks, I had the privilege of hosting somewhere in the neighborhood of around 7,000 families as my Grand Marshal for 14 years.
Every day?
5 days a week for 14 years. Yes. Yeah.
So when you're going out into the park trying to find a Grand Marshal, what are you looking for?
When I would go out, I would be kind of low-key, kind of nonchalant, but looking very Disney, very professional, and would just be a greeter, folks asking, where's the nearest restroom, where's an ATM, where's the castle, things like that. And I would generally look for several key elements. Number one, I'd look for the happiest people on the planet. I always tried to find the happiest people I could find that were there, just exuberant, just thrilled to pieces to be there at Disney. And then things like party size. The vehicle would only accommodate so many guests. So if we had a family reunion of 27 people, obviously I couldn't do all that, but would select usually parties of 4 or 5 individuals. To be quite honest with you, if they had Disney t-shirts that had the cruise line or things like that, or goofy ears, things like that, but families that were having fun, having the time of their life.
And inside the book you tell a lot of stories about these families that you have picked. What are some of the greatest memories that you have of families you've gotten to meet?
I have a couple that really float to the top. I had the privilege of meeting a family from Ohio whose daughter, at a very young age, she was given a childhood immunization, and she reacted to it. Ended up in the hospital, and one of the patients at the hospital gave her a teddy bear named Hope. She named the teddy bear Hope, and she always wanted to give back. And her and her mother created an organization called Warming the Hearts. And her and her mother and her grandmother, they would get together with volunteers. They raised money. She, at the age of 15, I believe, had raised over $50,000 and had given away over 6,000 blankets to Ronald McDonald houses, to nursing homes, to homeless shelters, things, for the cold Ohio winters. And this young lady, she has a resume anybody would be proud of. Recently, she's going to graduate from high school here in just a few weeks, and about a year ago she contacted me and asked me if I would write her a letter of recommendation for college entrance, which I did. And I'm happy to tell you that in spite of my letter, she's been accepted to the University of Pittsburgh, and in their nursing program, which is one of the biggest in the nation.
I love that. That's great. And you brought a medal here with you. What is the story behind this medal?
Oh, my. Got a Kleenex handy? You might. Okay. Met a family. One day they were just over in Adventureland having just the greatest time. I said, "What's all the excitement, gang?" this young man walked up to me, he said, my dad told me if I won a gold medal in the Special Olympics that I got to go to Disney World. I go, you won a gold medal in the Special Olympics? He said, no, I won 2 gold medals in the Special Olympics. I knew I had my Grand Marshal family right there, right there. We're getting ready, preparing for the parade backstage, and he comes to me and says, Mr. Dean, may I wear my gold medals during the parade? I said, I insist. His name was Gary. I said, Gary, I insist you wear your gold medals. We're all done with the parade. We're taking pictures. We're talking about all of the excitement. He walks up to me. He says, Mr. Dean, do you like surprises? And I said, yeah, I love surprises. Who doesn't like surprises? This young man took one of his gold medals, took it off, put it over my head and around my neck. And just, I was, speechless. I had to step aside and gather myself. I walked over to his father. I said, sir, your son has given me one of his gold medals. I said, I don't feel it's appropriate for me to keep it. He said, you keep that medal, Dean. My son loves you. And he wants to say thank you. He knows what he's doing. Well, I kept that gold medal, the Special Olympics gold medal. And it's one of my prized possessions. It truly is.
That is.
Think of the blood, sweat, and tears he went through to win this, and to give it to me. So
that is an amazing story.
Many families like that I had the privilege of hosting.
That really is honestly just a heartwarming story, and thank you for sharing that. And there's many other stories like that inside this book.
Exactly.
I kind of personally want to know, because I mean, to be picked as a Grand Marshal, I would say yes immediately. But was there ever an instance where someone says, you know what, we don't really want to do that?
That was a rarity.
Yeah.
I actually had a family decline one day because of a religious belief, of all things. And they weren't upset about it or anything. I just said, well, it was a good generation. But I think in my 14-year career, that probably happened 3 or 4 times that people declined. I would always approach them and say, oh, wow, you look like you're having a blast. What are your plans for the rest of the day? And say, oh, we're just here for breakfast. We got a 1 o'clock flight back to back home.
Yeah.
And obviously they weren't going to make the 3 o'clock parade. But other than that, and I would always see if they were going to be here and be here at 3 o'clock for sure.
Right, of course.
For sure, they needed to be here. But that's a rarity. It was a rarity.
Okay, all right. And of all the families you've met and you've picked as Grand Marshals, were there ever any where they came back in a year or two and they sought you out, like, hey, Dean, how you doing?
The conversation, they would see me on Main Street. The conversation would generally start like this: Dean, you don't remember us, but last year on April 17th, you selected us to be the Grand Marshal Parade. I remember they'll tell me every detail about the day. And obviously, hosting 7,000 families, I couldn't remember each and every detail of each and every bit. But what was important is that they did. They remembered each and every detail. And that's what I was really thrilled about, that they would remember that.
And you're retired now, but this tradition is still continuing to this day,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. And where can guests? Where can they find this book? Where can they get a copy?
They can contact my website. It's just deangaschler.com, and all the information they need is right on my website. They can purchase the book right on the website. Okay?
Very good. And so, like you said earlier, if you want to have a chance to get picked, look very happy and wear Disney.
That's a help. Yeah. Not a guarantee, but a good help.
Well,
yeah.
Dean, thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Parents, we know how much of a handful your kids can be, and so do the parks. If your kids are looking particularly wound up, you can just set them loose on a number of playgrounds. For example, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground at Hollywood Studios, Shamu's Happy Harbor at SeaWorld, Fievel's Playland at Universal, just to name a few. Almost every park has at least one. They all have plenty of places for you to kick back and relax while the little ones tucker themselves out.
Skip the lines with Undercover Tourists crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tourist today.
It's time for this week's calendar. First up, at Busch Gardens, the Food and Wine Festival continues this weekend with performances by Austin Mahoney on the 18th and Daddy Yankee on the 19th.
The Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot will have shows by John Cicada Friday through Sunday.
Mardi Gras ends this weekend at Universal, but not without a performance from Trey Songz on the 18th.
Ah, awesome. And finally, Wild Days with Jack Hanna also takes place this weekend at Busch Gardens.
Remember, you can subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date with these events and more.
Now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit meitravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discounted tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each week on Bright House Cable, the O-Town app on Roku, iTunes, and of course, YouTube.
You can also visit attractionmagazines.com for news and videos throughout the week.
We hope you'll help support the show by subscribing to the magazine itself. Our spring issue is also available right now for purchase through our website, in our app, or on the Nook. Be sure to add it to your subscription at attractionsmagazine.com. All right, so some big fun stuff coming up this week. Clyde and Seymour, Sea Lion High, finally officially opening at SeaWorld. At SeaWorld this week, and we'll have that on next week's episode of the show. I'm very excited about that. It looks like it'll be a very cute show. What do you got coming on this week here?
It's kind of my birthday.
Well, happy early birthday.
I know, not saying anything gifts. You know.
You can send them care of Attractions Magazine. When's the birthday?
The 20th. So it's a little bit past next week, but I'm excited.
Any plans?
I'm actually going out to the beach, Justin.
Oh, I don't go to the beach as often as I really should.
You live in Florida.
You know, I live in Florida. I just Sydney's not really an ocean person. I think we should. Yeah. We should cover it for the show.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. I don't know why I'm whispering. But no, I would love to go to the beach, and happy early birthday to you for that. I'm excited to go. The Orlando Eye is going to be turning on their external lighting for the very first time.
I know.
So
How
we'll
neat
probably
is
have
that?
coverage of that next week as well. It's going to be really beautiful.
It's going to be so beautiful on the, like, when you're driving down International Drive, and there it is, just looking at you, all lit up.
Well, it already is like that.
But it's not lit up.
Oh, true. It is not lit up.
It's just like waiting there. Like, turn on.
Well, now it will. It will
I'm
turn on.
so excited.
But I'm jealous. You know what? I'm jealous of Patrick. Patrick out in California.
Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars Celebration is happening in
jealous.
Anaheim, and I can't go to it. But he's going to be there.
Nor can I.
We can't go.
I know.
We can go if we go right now.
I think that should be how we celebrate my birthday.
Matt?
Sound like a plan?
Get her a plane ticket. Stat. So we'll have videos of that, I'm sure, on our YouTube. But I'm excited. Hopefully they'll have some episode 7. Maybe new episode 7 trailer.
I hear rumors that they will be premiering it during the celebration. I'm very, very excited.
I can't wait. But then we got Star Wars weekends coming up, so we're not going to be left out.
In time. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all, have fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
And we'll also show you Sean Connery's here.
It's okay, as long as you messed up before me, I'm okay. This week, a former cast member retells his Disney. Mange, this is your fault. Remember, you can subscribe to our calendar if your kids are looking particularly wound up, particularly round up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not all. It's the thing one, but it's true. But I mean, it's not. It's all. That's not. Why can't I talk today?